Fellas, welcome to the channel. We got a gameplay here today. I am going to be rocking the dollar defense, and I'm going to be rocking Chargers on offense, running a little bunch strong offset. Haven't ran it in a while, but still really like the playbook. If you guys want to get any of my full offensive or defensive ebooks, those are all going to be available in our school community. If you're not a member of the school community yet, it's only $10 and it gets you access to all of my offensive and defensive ebooks. Super excited for this little gameplay here, and I actually finally have my team set up where I don't have to make any subs. So I'm super excited for that. We have a little double post merchant here too. This guy's gonna be running Colts. It looks like gonna be hitting me with double post, double post, double post. So this guy is a cleft to go disciple. I'm just gonna start taking that away, and we're just. I gotta be real with you. I'm rocking a 20 Titans, 20 Titans, 20 Cowboys, and 20 Ravens theme team. Unfortunately, I did not get the Lamar because MCS just hates me. But that being said, I'm really disappointed in Haloti Nada. I think he's off the squad after this game. He has played terrible for me today. And so we're probably off of him. We don't have Lamar. So we're going to be out here kind of struggling a little bit on in terms of our personnel. I'm going to be out here so I can shoot this run. He's in trip set and offset. So you got to watch for this. I'm going to kind of purple this dude. This is cool. I'm cool with that. Yeah, buddy. Paul Krause, the Apostle Paul. I love this card. I think Paul Krause plays really good for me, so I'm gonna be keeping him. I'm probably gonna be getting rid of Nada, and then I'm probably gonna. Honestly, I might build a Commanders theme team. I don't know. The Ravens theme team is really good because you get those you get the two safeties, so you get Ed Reed to 98 speed, and you get Kyle Hamilton to 97 speed, which I would if I had to I think that's really good. Um, But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, boys. We're just out here trying to throw touchdowns. Joku. I did want to talk a little bit about this. We'll see if I'm able to throughout the game. But one of the things that I've been thinking a lot about is this idea that in Madden, if you think about how a game, like a typical game, actually goes, if you actually count and chart and kind of watch some of the trends, which I want to do a little bit more of that as I study some of the best players in the world and just try to get better at the game. I think that it's a good thing to do because it helps you kind of understand when you start to chart things. You'll be able to see patterns and tendencies from how players play, not just personal styles, but also general tendencies. And one of the things that has come up throughout my charting is that in a competitive Madden game, and really just any general Madden game where it's under 5 minute quarters, you're going to probably get I'm trying to think what the number is. You're going to probably get about 40 plays on offense and about 40 plays on defense in general, right? Obviously, it's not a hard and fast rule, but in general, that's kind of what you see Madden to Madden, right? Typically. So the reason I bring this up is because let me go on that. Very good. Is because when you start also, if you take out the plays that are just like run plays or red zone plays, typically you'll have 5 to 10 run plays in a standard game, and then you'll also have 5 to 10. Oops, let me get this. Let me get that out there. You'll have 5 to 10 run plays, and then you'll have 5 to 10. Oh no, I switched it on the wrong guy. I just lost. You'll have 5 to 10 run plays, and then you'll have 5 to 10 red zone plays. Generally, if you think about how many drives you have in a standard game, typically, like you're seeing right here in this game, so far he's had 2 drives. I'm about to start my second drive. That's kind of uncommon, right? But in general, per half, you're probably going to have at the most 5 drives. And an average drive is probably somewhere between 7 to 10 plays, right, on a given drive. And again, 5 would be the higher end of that. You're probably going to have realistically 4 drives. And so 4 times 7, about 20, so about 20 to 25 plays a half on the higher end, So, and when I've actually done some serious charting on these games, what you'll see is it's about like the higher end is about 50, right? And then the lower end is somewhere between like 35 and 40. So, in general, if you think about all of that together, that means that in a given game, you're probably going to have 25 plays where this is what I would call like your mainstay plays. These are the plays basically but from the like the 20-yard line to the red zone on the other side. Like these are really where your offense is ran, right? If you think about it, like this is where your offense is going to be shown. This is, kind of, so again, if you think about that, and then if you also think about this rule of thumb in general, most of the time you're going to see that most people are going to go into a game, I think, with about seven. Actually, yeah, I actually hate that play. Everyone wants to run that play. I think that play is so bad, but it's also so good. Like apparently you can just hit this right side, dude. I don't know. I'm just gonna throw it blind. Very good. Is that just that's just what you do? Like you just right out of their face, and it just works because it's Madden 25. That's kind of what it seems like to me. But anyway, all right, we're gonna try to take the top off the defense here, and we did not take the top off the defense because zones apparently are cracked now. The play doesn't really work that well. I'm not gonna lie. Um. Anyway, so what I was saying is the basic idea is you're not going to have that many plays. This is all I'm trying to say. Like you're going to have about 25 plays. So this is what then I think becomes an interesting question is how many plays should you have in your playbook and really what specifically should they be about? Like then that it's also kind of flips a little bit to the defensive side, but on defense, what is the meta? What, switch sticking, cover 4, cover 2 shells, are generally what you see. So how does that affect things, right? Because that obviously is going to have an effect on things as well. So anyway, just some interesting things, just in terms of game theory, overarching, and understanding. If you call, let's say you have 7 to 10 plays. Well, if you call your money plays, right, your best plays, if you call them um, if you call them twice a game, right? If you call them 2 times in a game, then you're probably somewhere in the realm. You're going to be at about 14 to 20 of your money plays are what you're calling, kind of in your base stuff. So the reason that this ultimately kind of matters, as I just get matched by that quarter, which was crazy. The reason why this ultimately matters is because if you call those plays twice a game, and you factor in the red zone plays and the run plays throughout the course of a game, that really leaves you with about 5 to 10 plays that aren't made up by red zone situations, running the ball, or running what I would consider like your best 7 plays in your scheme, right? What are the best 7 plays? And it's not that hard to get to kind of widely accepted. These are power plays. These are why you run this formation type plays, right? It's not that hard to get to 7 pretty easily. Like in Bun Strong, if you think about it, there's corner strike. There's probably 2 good setups, two really good setups out of corner strike. There's probably 4 really good setups out of flood. That's 6, right? And there's probably at least 2 really good setups out of dagger. We're at 8 plays already, and we really haven't even had to try. So you kind of see what I'm getting at, and that's the whole idea of this is something that I've been thinking about myself, but it's this whole principle of are you calling a good play or are you calling a great play? Like that is to me a huge thing. Are you calling a good play, or are you calling a great play? This is something that I personally think a lot about. As he threw right at me, bro. Are you calling a good play or are you calling a great play? Because I have a tendency to call a lot of really good plays, but I'm oftentimes finding that I don't always call a great play. So anyway, for what it's worth, this is what I've been wrestling with. Nana is so bad. Like he never KOs. Like he never can actually KO. Like it's crazy to me. This is gonna be double post. Like look, oh, and then Nada just goes out there and just a dog. Nada, dude, cornerback Haloti Nada, he's him. He might have just earned another spot on the squad for catching that pick. He's the first person to catch a pick for me in 3 games, I think, because we've dropped several of them. Even though everybody has pick artists, guess who doesn't have pick artists? Hello, Nada. Peloti not a corner is kind of a dog out there, as you see. I don't know. I just feel like I also do feel like they low key nerfed KOs. Like I feel like KOs are not KOing very much anymore. I don't know why. I think they literally want this. It's starting to truly feel like they like the state of the game. Like they like that you score every time you touch the ball. Like I hate that. Like there's just no strategy at all to that, like in my opinion. But anyway, so that's what I've been thinking about, like with plays and stuff. Also, the same thing on defense. Like, how much do you really? Because you watch, like, if you watch fancy play or like especially fancy is the one that I kind of like really look at and say, this is how he's playing the game. He doesn't really call a ton of unique stuff. But anyways, boys, that's gonna do it for this gameplay. Let me know how many plays you call, offense, defense. You have any strategy behind it, and if you guys want to get my ebooks, those are in the description below.